So I have been testing this new product that has been a request for like dry shampoo, right? And I just used some on my hair. Two things happened. One, all of the curl that I had in my hair is immediately gone. Fixed straight now. All the volume completely gone. And I feel like it looks like it's like gray, white here where I put it. I'm going to go ahead and mark that a fail, and you guys will not be getting a video or a recipe on a dry shampoo spray anytime soon. Not what we're doing today. We are continuing on with the sampling of some new scents from Sierra Candles. But that's just my life. My hair looks weird because of that. There's that. I will tell you what sample we are doing today and what design we are working with in just a minute. But before I do, hello, I am Mrs. Soap and Clay. Let's make stuff. How's it going, Sudsers? Welcome back to the channel. You are at Soap and Clay, where we make all the soapy things. And you are here for week 13 of year 3. And this week, as I said, we are testing some new scents from Sierra Candles that were sent to me with an order that I actually really super love. And so I was very excited to try these within soap, but also give the results and whatever to you. So that's what we are doing. This will be part of my spring line, and this one is called Wild Child. Now, this is a really delightful scent that is in parts perfumey, sweet like fruity, and a light floral. It's a very distinctive scent, and normally I don't like florals, and I tend to shy away from most perfumes. I only have a couple perfumey type scents in my line, and those ones are usually like designer perfumes. And so this one I wasn't sure that I was going to like, but because it doesn't have that baby powder dry down, I was immediately intrigued as soon as I smelled it out of bottle, and I was very excited to soap with it. I was also very concerned that the scent itself was not going to stick very well because these lighter, scents tend to evaporate pretty quickly. So let's get to the video. We can look at the pour and what I decided to do for the design and talk more about Wild Child, there. Okay, so today we are working with Wild Child from Sierra Candles, and just in case you haven't caught it, none of this is sponsored. This is not a sponsorship with Sierra Candles. Dana just really knows me, and I order from her, and so she sends me the little samples, and then I smell them, and then I buy the things that I like, and I test them in soap, completely blind, and I show you, the results, and give you my opinions on them. So, there's that. For Wild Child in the Sierra Candles line, it says it's a Penrose type. I have no idea what that means, so maybe somebody else does that is much smarter than me. But the description says a beautiful duplication of the Penrose Wild Child Eau de Parfum. Cool. A tropical bouquet of sparkling bergamot, jasmine, and vanilla. Now this is an interesting thing because just based on this description, I never would have ordered this. Like literally never. I don't really do a whole lot with perfumey stuff. And when I do perfumey stuff, it's going to be like a designer perfume that I'm super into at the exact moment. So we're talking about like Victor Rolf and, Tom Ford, stuff like that. So I never would have picked this up on my own. And I'm very, very glad that she sent this through and I got to experience it because it's actually really delightful. And I don't get the really obnoxious in your face, perfumey, flowery thing from it. Does say that the top notes are sparkling bergamot, sea salt lily. The middle notes are white gardenia, pink frangipani, tiare flower, I have no idea, Tiare, and jasmine petals. And then the bottom notes are vanilla orchid and a soft musk. Soaping notes, it says it soaps perfectly, no acceleration, ricing, or discoloration, really strong scent retention, and the vanillin content is none. Now this particular fragrance for Cat 9, which is soap, can be soaped at 5.77% for the IFRAs, which Sierra Candles just has right there on its website. It's really very nice that they have all of this information right there in your face. Easy to navigate, love the website. A lot of work goes into all of, building a website and making sure that all of the information that soapers or candle makers or whatnot need to make their decisions. For this actual pour itself, the oils are the same as the last 2 bars from my spring line, which I haven't actually talked about, so maybe I'll talk about in this video. And I'm also using tea, just like I used in all of the soaps for this particular line. So there's that. Now let's go on to the pour, which is different from the last 2 that I've shown you. So today for this pour, we are working with some drop swirls, and the reason why we're working with drop swirls is because Soap and Clay Kidlet number 2 asked for them. Not like drop swirls specifically, but she picked up a bar of soap that was in our back stock that doesn't even belong to me. It's from another sudser that I've bought, soap from. And she's like, I really like this. Can you make something like this? And I realized that I hadn't done drop swirls in a minute. So I'm like, yeah, of course I can. And then I asked her to pick the colors, and she picked pink and purple and blue because that's always what she picks. And there's a very real reason as to why she picks that. And, there's that. So we are going to be working with drop swirls for all of this in some beautifully spring colors, really. And so that is that for the pour itself. Drop swirls in and of themselves, they kind of require, I don't know, like a light to medium trace batter. Because here's the thing, you don't want too thin of a batter for your base, certainly, because as you are pouring your accent colors into it, you want them to be sort of suspended within the soap batter that you've put down as for your base, obviously, so it'll create a sort of like drop pattern. And so if it's too thin, everything's just going to kind of muddy together and be just, wispy swirls. But if it's too thick, the batter that you're pouring into it will just sort of not do anything and build on itself to create a drop. There's that. But really, as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to drop swirls, I have done them a whole bunch over the years, and every time I've done it, it has succeeded in some kind of way, like, yeah, they're drop swirls, they're cool, and that's that. I have talked about Soap Jam before. Like, I believe that the company Soap Jam, I don't know if they actually are still a company, but those are sort of like drop swirl goals, like by far. So definitely go check out their beautiful Pinterest pictures and everything for inspo if you want to do like proper drop swirls. But for me, I don't really do anything proper in life, really, but certainly with a design like this. And so this is just kind of how I do it. I just lay the colors over each other in different places and add more of the base color as I want. And then, obviously with the pouring of the colors, the accent colors, I will raise or lower the height of my pour to sort of force things to go further deeper into the actual soap itself, right? Because gravity, let gravity work in your favor. You get it. Now, for the oil blend for the spring line, it is 40% avocado oil and 30% coconut oil and 30% palm. So it's actually a testament to the fragrances themselves and how well they're performing, in that they are performing with really a batch that is mostly, 60%, solid oils, and those tend to get, kind of thick. So there's that. And to answer the question that's probably in your head, why no olive oil in this? Well, I didn't have any olive oil when I was making all of these. I was waiting on a new drum, and I had a lot of avocado oil. So that was why I did that. But now that everything is on, I really just take the rest of the color and just kind of messily put it on top. I have talked about this before. While it is very therapeutic and fun and calming to watch people put those perfect little lines of color all right next to each other and then skewer it to, swirl it together, it's not fun for me and, my brain to actually try to do that. It's much more fun to do this. And also, I don't ever have time to do stuff like that, so I just have to get it in as quickly as possible, give it a little swirly swirl, and then get it into the oven, which will be sea-popped and gelled for, you know, reasons. And those reasons are, that's what I do with all of my soaps. So there's that. Let's go to the cut and see what these guys look like. Okay, and on to the cut, and as you can see, beautiful batch of soap, and we do have some cracking going on here, but that's okay. I unmold all of my soaps within a day of pouring them, usually closer to 12 hours from pouring them, and because it's so soft, I can just take my finger to the top, but this, as I'm talking about how soft, it's actually a really rock hard batch of soap, and that's just been the nature of this entire recipe. Rock hard, very, very quick. And oh my god, look, it's like a freaking ladybug. How cute is that? There's a ladybug. The very first bar that we, you know, pull out, that looks like a ladybug. That's amazing. I'm completely just had the most fun time cutting this and seeing, look, another bar with the ladybug. It's cute. If you ever try to duplicate it and do it again, it's not going to happen. But it's so much fun when you can get the cute little things. And like that, look, it's a bird. It's a fat burb. It's a fat burb. It's perfect for a spring line with fat birds and beautiful little ladybugs. So cute. I was tickled pink. I was just so happy to cut these, and it just brought such a nice smile to my face, which was nice because spring line, right? You're making them in winter, so they're ready to go for the spring, and it's cold, and for me it's cold and rainy outside, and it doesn't feel very spring, but when you unmold something like this, it's absolutely delightful, and it makes you realize that spring is on its way, and it's fun, and that's all. But these particular soaps with the color palette and everything, while they don't super match with the other two that I've done that we did for the spring line, A, I don't super care this year, and two, I think they match well enough. It's fine. You know, sometimes I get really into the themes and I want to make sure that every single soap like stands together as well as on their own. But for this particular line, I really wasn't feeling it. My headspace was not like in the super creative whatever. I just wanted to take things out and make soap and be happy with just the process of the making and not, you know, wear myself down with the how to actually design this line perfectly. And I guarantee it will still sell just as beautifully and wonderfully as every other line that I do that's highly thought out. But there is Wild Child. So I soaped this at 5%. So basically 5%. It's 2 ounces total went into a batch that had 38 ounces of oils. And the scent is delightful. It's something that could have been soaped at a higher percentage for sure, but it really wasn't necessary. I really also enjoyed the pour itself. I didn't have any issues with it. And the retention has been very good. And I think like the main scent that I get from this is like a jasmine when it's all said and done, which is very interesting. But then it has like, again, almost a fruity end to it. It's a very delightful, very unique scent for sure. And the pour itself with the designs, I really thought these were absolutely gorgeous. I got a kick out of how some of the bars look like there was, you know, like a bird, like a fat bird or something. I think it's kind of perfect for a spring line. So I love those for sure. And it's been a while since I've done any sort of like drop swirly business. So that was also cool. If you're interested in purchasing these soaps, they will be available at soapandclay.com in a few weeks. There's other stuff at soapandclay.com right now. I know it's on the list to update, but I haven't done that yet. Still trying to recover from the mad season. And yeah, if you're interested in Wild Child from Sierra Candles, I highly recommend you go do it. Sierra Candles has amazing prices, and they do like free shipping over $100 on a lot of items and like same day shipping. It's amazing. It's amazing. They are wonderful, wonderful people over there. Highly professional. I have yet to actually get a scent that I hate from them. So take that for what it is, for sure. Hope you guys had fun today. Hope you enjoyed the pour and the process and all of the things. I'm definitely going to be putting some notes in the inventory for this guy about, you know, the soaping notes and how much I like it and all of the things. So I will remember that I do like this and then I'll look at my fragrance list and everything that I've used at the end of the year and determine which ones I want to continue using and which ones I'm going to replace and try, something else with. But for now, this one is definitely kind of on the top for a good spring scent. Definitely works. So thank you for my sudsers. You guys are amazing. I know I say that all the time, but you really are. Thank you for existing. Thank you for being my friends. The rest of you, hi, welcome. You can subscribe and, interact in the comments and stuff, and you can be a sudser too. For sure. But I'm out of here. I will see you guys all again tomorrow for another round of soapy fun. Bye.